All right, that was a weak ass clap. All right, what's up? I'm making this video right now to tell you that you do not need more information to overcome stuttering. If anything, definitely more information is making you not overcome stuttering. I want to start this by telling you a story. The story was that a year ago, I was in Argentina and I got pretty sick. And I was laying in bed on a bunch of pills, just feeling depleted, but also pretty high from these pills. And I remember putting on Netflix, seeing this movie that I've never seen before called Drive, with the main character being Ryan Gosling. And this movie fucking changed my life. Although since this was only a year ago, I have been making huge progress in my life. I was feeling very confident. I was feeling very secure in myself. This movie it filled some gaps that I didn't know were gaps. Some thoughts in my head that the louder people or the more valued people, or the people who are more extroverted will always be valued more. Although intellectually, I knew that wasn't true. I've never seen evidence of seeing someone being more quiet, being really quiet, and being seen in a high regard. And this movie, even though it was just a movie, it filled in these gaps on an emotional level. So inside of this movie, Ryan Gosling, the main character, only speaks 891 words, which is 116 lines, which is about, I think it was 7.6 words per line, which inside, only having 891 words inside of a 100-minute movie, being the main character, that's fucking nothing, all right? If you watch this movie, which I would recommend, I've never recommended watching a movie, watch Drive, because Drive by Ryan Gosling, or the main character Ryan Gosling, because it shows you do not need information to change. If you consider yourself a more chill person, a more relaxed person, not this big extroverted person, watch Drive, because it will impact you on an emotional level, and it will make you understand more than anything I can speak that you do not need more information to overcome stuttering. What you need is to see things and to understand on an emotional level that things like you need to understand that you have full permission to be yourself. All right? You need to understand that who you are right now is fucking enough. You do not need to watch more videos on techniques. You do not need to learn the new speech technique, the new breathing technique. You need to know who you fucking are right now is enough. And if you don't, watch Drive, and you will feel that. You will feel that even though Ryan Gosling isn't speaking and isn't teaching you to feel enough, just seeing how he moves throughout the world, even in a fucking fake movie, it still impacts you. And the reason why I make this is because I remember back years and years ago when I was really struggling with my stutter. Every time I'd have a very bad day, I would go straight to YouTube at the end of the day, look up how to overcome stuttering, and try to find any new video, because I thought I was just missing information. I thought once I had this specific speech technique, then I'll be good. Once I find this one thing, oh, you gotta sing when you talk, okay, I'll try that. Oh, you gotta do this when you talk, I gotta try that. And I was taking on all this new information. I fucking knew everything. But I was fucking hurting inside. Nothing was helping. It wasn't until I let go of needing to find information and trusting that I already had it all within. I already knew everything I needed to do. I just needed to go and take action that proved to myself I'm fucking enough. Judgment will not kill me. And that's all. And once my body, once my emotional state, once my emotional being realized that, it was no longer getting tensed up in these social situations. I was never spiked with this anxiety and this fear anymore, fearing the stutter, because I understood it on an emotional level, not an intellectual level of speech techniques, of I gotta do this because if I do this, it will make me speak more fluently. But there's still an underlying fear of being judged. There's still that underlying fear of wanting to avoid your stutter because it says this about you, and if you stutter, then you're not worthy. Like, there's shit we need to understand on an emotional level. The more YouTube videos you consume of techniques and shit is only going to take you further away from the truth. You have the answers within you. You need to trust that. You need to take action on that. And believe me, that's all you need to do to overcome stuttering. All right. And if that sounds very broad, it may be, but that's also why I coach people. All right. If you look down below in the description, you'll see a link. You can book a free one-on-one call with me and see if we'd be a good fit to work together. My process, how I help people, is not about learning new speech techniques. It's not about learning any type of new things you have to do. It's about unlearning what you have learned so far and learning to trust who you are is enough. Learning to build your own self-esteem that is not connected to your fluency. So you can stutter and your self-worth and your self-esteem doesn't drop, and you can speak fluently and your self-esteem, self-worth doesn't rise. So who you are is independent. The worth you feel is independent to your fluency level. So you don't give a fuck anymore if you stutter. And you also learned that, hey, it's okay to be judged. It's fine. I'm not gonna fucking die if people don't like me. And once you understand this on an emotional level, your self-worth isn't attached to your stutter, and you're not constantly speaking to please people or to prove yourself to be perfect, you'll see your fluency, you'll see that your stutter just falls off. Your fluency rises, your stutter falls off, but more importantly, you learn to be who you truly naturally are, removing the layers of pleasing and removing the adaptations you have adapted onto yourself to try to fit into every social context. All right, so if you want to see if we would be a good fit to work together, look down below in the description. You can book a free one-on-one call with me. It's probably the most valuable free call you'll have in your entire fucking life. That's all I'll say about that. And it's completely free. So I love you. Don't consume any more information. And fuck it. Watch Drive if you really want to feel the truth of you don't need more information. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Or actually, more betterly, I'll hear your voice and I'll see you on the call. Peace.